everybody. So today's not going to be a particularly interesting video, but this, again, it's not for entertainment purposes. It's just a to document my life, basically, for posterity's sake, for my kids, and to give anybody who knows me a little context about who I am and where I've been through life. One thing I wanted to point out that my wife pointed out in the previous videos is I sound very right-wing conservative. While I was raised very conservatively, I am not that way anymore. Anybody who knows me, I am, I would not say, liberal as far as like extreme. I'm very middle of the road, but I do believe in women's right to choose their own bodies. I have a very contentious relationship with the Christian church. I believe in God. I follow Jesus. I think that the religion of Christianity has fallen away and have pushed a lot of people like myself away from the church by their own fault. That being said, I was raised conservatively, but I am not that conservative anymore, especially in a world where Donald Trump is pulling the crap that he is right now. But this isn't a political video. This is just about my life. I just wanted to make that clear that I am not the conservative person that I was as a child. I also want to talk about the incident that I mentioned yesterday where somebody was shot. One of my best friends from Iraq, Stewie, reached out to me, said that he's enjoying watching these videos because it's refreshing his memory of some things that he's forgotten. He actually was with me when that incident happened. He sent me an article talking about the individual who shot him accidentally. It was court-martialed. I'll post the link to the article if you want to read about it. The details, official details, not just from my memory from 20 years later. But I wanted to shout that out because the individual who was killed by accident was Private First Class Gunner D. Becker. I want to just shout his name out because he should still be with us today. It was by sheer negligence that he is not with us, and he was only 19 years old out of South Dakota. Yeah, so a 19-year-old lost his life behind the wire when he should have been safe, and the sheer negligence of somebody not following the rules. So, my thoughts and prayers go out to the family of Private First Class Gunner Becker. I'm sorry. So yeah, as far as what life was like over there, imagine 4th of July every night. It's a big reason why I don't like 4th of July fireworks and celebrations, because it reminds me of what we live through every night with the explosions and whatnot. I am trying to do this as chronologically in order as possible. Please forgive me if I get things out of order and have to go back and forth as memories surface and I find notes from my letters home. When Private Becker was shot, I was in a room with 3 other men. Stewie was one of them. And something I had forgotten to mention was, I think we were playing cards or something. Like, the 4 of us were just chilling in that room. And because we'd already gotten so immune, I don't know, when the gunshot went off, we didn't jump because gunfire was going off everywhere. It was when somebody yelled for help that is when we jumped up and ran out. And we were close enough that we could hear the yell for help, so it wasn't that far. So Stewie and Snyder and I forget the fourth person was with me when we ran out there together and saw that. So the place where we were stationed was Forward Operations Base, or FOB Merez. It's right outside of the city Mosul, which is the second largest city in Iraq. On that base, we were near a burn pit, which has made a lot of news because it's my generation's Agent Orange, basically. Every possible medical condition is being attributed to the burn pits. We're also depleted uranium, and I only got part of the anthrax vaccine. It was while I was deploying that they realized that the anthrax vaccine was actually causing issues. So I got the first couple of shots and then they stopped. That's just a side note. Oh, and I wanted to also shout out Camp Atterbury, where we deployed from. It was shut down recently as a military base, and now is an internment camp. So it was used to deploy soldiers for freedom. It is now used as a prison for immigrants. That makes me incredibly sad. I never thought in my lifetime we would have internment camps in the United States, especially in Indiana, of all places. We lived in 2 to 3 man rooms. We had periodic air conditioning and internet. The generator malfunctioned all the time. So we had an AC most of the time, but it was rough when we didn't. The internet was just a constant point of contention. We were promised internet, and then it took forever to get set up. They had internet rooms where it was like $5 for an hour, and the connection wasn't great, but when we had free time, we were allowed to use it. But yeah, there's that. So yesterday I talked about the armored Hummers that weren't armored. When we got there, they didn't have the correct fuel for them. We were shutting, just running down the road, and the engine would stop, and it wouldn't turn over, and we had all these mechanical problems with the Hummers. Turned out because we were using jet fuel, because that's military for you. They were putting very expensive jet fuel in our everyday Hummers, and they wasn't operating properly, so go figure. I mentioned how the equipment was 50 years old. My 50 cal had constant problems. There will be some significant stories down the road about that. But my saw was always reliable. In fact, it fired every time. And when we were practicing for the convoy up north, I replaced another gunner in the command vehicle because I was a better shot with the saw. We were practicing hitting moving targets at 30 miles an hour down a bumpy path in a mild sandstorm. I hit every single target. It's not a, pat myself on the back thing. That's just part of what I went through. We didn't have appropriate gun mounts. Again, nothing was prepared properly, and we were just making do, so we had to improvise a gun mount. And what me and Smith figured out together, we showed others how to rig up a mount, just to get by until we got to our permanent station. So there was an embedded reporter with us. And that's significant because it was uncovered. Let me start off. We had a lot of other soldiers with us. Our unit grew significantly from the unit that I was trained with to what was actually deployed. We pulled in units from all over, and they were attached to us. And this embedded reporter discovered that our unit was severely understaffed, undermanned, and we had no business being deployed in the first place. The only reason that we were deployed was the battalion commander wanted a promotion, and he couldn't get one unless he had time overseas in combat. So they fudged numbers, they faked enlistment numbers and staffing numbers to make us look strong enough to be deployed. At that point, when it was discovered we didn't have enough, they got other units to join us and to beef up our numbers to where it was legally safe for us to deploy. So there's that. It's gonna be a shorter video. I just wanted to go over a few things. Yeah, as far as the travel up north goes, I put a couple of pictures of the roads. Unless you're in the city, Iraq is a barren wasteland. Completely covered in trash, which is horrible for us traveling because every piece of trash could be an improvised explosive device, IED, which is meant to kill us. So every piece of trash, every dead animal alongside the road was a potential bomb. Makes people very anxious. When we finally left our temporary station in Baghdad to go up north, it took much longer than I originally remembered yesterday because you can't ever go a straight line anywhere in Iraq, just from the sheer threat of ambushes. So we zigzag, stop at random bases along the way. So it took a long time to get there. We only had the one incident that I could remember. Yeah, that's about it for today. I just wanted to go over those couple things. I just want to reiterate, I am not right-winged. I am actually disgusted by the conservative, right-wing, extreme Christian, quote, Christians. And yeah, the videos will be more interesting from here on because I'll be talking more about our actual missions. But that's it for today. So thank you, Adam Stewart, for sending me that article and verifying some of the facts that I have quoted, because some of this is like remembering a bad dream, and it's so foggy, and time and age have just amplified that. So hearing from my comrades that they remember things the same way makes me feel much better, that I'm not just talking out my butt. Yeah, so more to come. Thank you for watching. Kids, this is for you, and I love you so dearly. I wish you could know me back then. I love you. So that's it for today. Thank you. Bye.